Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I really want to talk about why I am buying $10,000 worth of Google stock. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you get anything in value, hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, go ahead and check out my course, and you guys can use promo code DIVIDENDS to get 50% off. So at least check it out. We talk about fundamental technical analysis, how to find undervalued stock, we talk about taxes, we talk about it all. It'll be the first link down below, so at least check it out. So now, let's jump into it, roll the intro. Let's go. Bam! Now, for those of you that don't know what Google is, I don't know how you don't know, but if you don't know, Google is a search engine that owns a ton of companies such as YouTube. They make a lot of money, and over the past couple of weeks, the company has been growing at a very rapid rate. And as of today, they did announce their earnings, and guess what? They beat their earnings. Their revenue jumped 29%, which is really cool because I'm going to be investing in it. Now, as of September of 2020, they had roughly $139 billion of cash. And this is fantastic because if let's say Google ever slows down, they have enough cash to continue to use that money to reinvest it into the business and grow it larger, or to continue to get through a rough time. It's fantastic. And the thing about Google is Google does not have a lot of long-term debt. Long-term debt is not too bad if a company has it. You just want to make sure that they don't have too much. And they only have around $13 billion in long-term debt. And I know that sounds like a lot, and it is $13 billion in long-term debt, but they have over $139 billion in cash on hand. So they could easily pay that off if they ever need to, and it's nothing to be worried about. Companies take on debt all the time to grow the business larger. Now, the thing about Google is Google has been around for a little bit now. They have fantastic margins. Their margin right now is 20%. So for every $100 Google brings in, they actually profit 20 bucks, which is really strong. And I do think that they could continue to make that larger in the future. And like I said, as of today, they did announce their earnings, and they beat their revenue 29%, making that stock go up 7% in value. Now, a lot of people always ask me, Carter, are you going to do a one lump sum investment in Google? Are you going to do dollar cost averaging? What are you going to do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $5,000 all up front so I can pretty much get in, hold it for the long term, not going to check the day-to-day price for it. And then with the other $5,000, I'm going to invest $1,000 a month over the next 5 months. And what this does is it gets a good average price for these shares, because whether Google is going up or down, I'm still going to be very confident in this long-term investment. But honestly, I do think that we are going to get more and more dependable on companies like Google with the growth of AI, and that's what Google is really focusing on. So I do think that's a fantastic investment over the next couple of years. So now let's actually go ahead and look at the technicals. Let's look at support, resistance, and kind of my price target for 2021. Let's go. Bang! Alrighty guys, so looking at Google, Google does have multiple stock tickers. So they do have GOOG, and then they do have GOOGL. I'm looking at GOOGL because this is the Class A, and then they do have a Class B, which is mostly for their employees, and then they do have ticker symbol GOOG, which is Class C. Class C, you don't get any voting rights, but ticker symbol GOOGL, you do get voting rights here. So let's wait for this to load, and you guys can see that Google does have a beautiful upward trend. Really no major selling pressure here, even through all of the last recessions. You guys can see the 2020 crash, and then in here we did have the 2008. Really nothing major sell-off here, which is a good and bad thing because it's never really seen a huge crash. But looking at the chart here, you guys can see it's a solid upward trend. Really does like to use this 200 moving average line as support here. That's this yellow line here. You guys can see it's hit it multiple times, and we do get buying pressure at that price target or that moving average line. So I do think that would be a fantastic investment for a one lump sum investment, but I do think everybody should be dollar cost averaging this one so you can get a good average price. Very low risk, solid upward trend, and just hold it for the long term here. Now, Google owns YouTube, and I'm a huge believer in YouTube and the platform, and that's one of the other reasons why I'm going to be investing more into this is because of the growth of this platform here. But looking at it, it does have some overall old resistance here at around $1,800. old support here at around 1600. And looking at the stock here, it is up over $139 or around 7% in value. And this new high, we will probably get a little sell-off tomorrow. And then we'll probably just get some consolidation and then just slow growth. That's what tends to happen with this. So I do think that could happen. And another strong support is probably going to be this $2,000 mark. Because looking back, you guys can see it's had a strong support on the 1,000. It's had a strong resistance at the 1,500. So all these 1,000s and 500s act as very, very strong supports and resistance for swing trading. But I do think that could be a perfect opportunity for one lump sum investment for the long term. My price target for Google for 2021, I think it could come up to about $2,400 a share by late 2021. So not mid 2021, but late 2021. I do think that's a very, very fair price target. Just looking at the growth of this one, if this overall continues here. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, go ahead and check out my course, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.